Alright, so you guys are probably going to make fun of me for working on the floor, but it's the biggest space I got. Sometimes it just makes sense to work on the floor. But it does suck being bent over and being on your knees. I got some nails that I have just laying around here, some 16s and some 8s. I'm just going to hand drive this thing because you could always use to practice swinging your hammer. So, yeah, I'm just going to start building. Let's do it. Ow! Freaking splinter! To determine where I'm going to place my studs, I knew I was just going to put, or supports, whatever you want to put them. I knew I was going to put 2 of them, so basically you can just divide the full length of the board by the number of spaces it'll make. So if I'm adding 2 boards, it's going to make 3 separate spaces. So I would just divide 58 divided by 3. That's like 19 and a quarter, 3/8, whatever. So instead of doing the math to the center and then going over 3/4, I'm just going to go pull 19, and that's my layout. If you pull from this side to the edge of this stud, I think it's like 3/8 off. So if I went an eighth or 3/16 over, it would be the same distance in between. Not that critical for this, but just to give you guys an example. Then we check corner to corner to make sure the number is the same, and that'll tell us if it's square or not. Alright, so the legs are just tacked on there. The top frame is put together. Not great, but it's put together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some 10-inch blocks to put on the bottom of here, and then I'll make another one of these, and then I will slide this on top of those 10-inch blocks, put some blocks in between, and put my wheels on. Voila! Alright, so the frame of this thing is basically built. The countertop is just going to sit on top of here. I'm not going to like fasten it down or anything. So with that being said, all we really need to do is put some wheels on the bottom. So now, actually that we got on this thing, it wiggles as a whole. I mean, yeah, it's going to wiggle. It doesn't have any weight on it right now, and there's no real rack strength, but do plenty for what I need. So first thing we want to do is measure the distance from our wheels to the ground. I have 2 that don't turn, 2 that turn. I'm pretty sure these are different wheels, but I mean, this is all just stuff I had laying around, so we're gonna roll with it. So I'm planning on doing 2 that turn. Oh, that's a little unfortunate. Those don't work real well there. And then the 2 that don't turn. So I suppose what I'll have to do is, I don't know why I didn't think of that before. I'll cut 2x6 or 2x8, something like that. Put it on here as a flat. That way I can install these silly things. Or you know what? Maybe I'll just do. Yeah, that's silly. I'll just do a 2x6 all the way across there. So let me get that on. All right. We got it all figured out. Don't you worry. So this wheel is like 2 3/4 from the top of the nailing flange to the bottom. This one is about an inch bigger, about 7/8 realistically. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put 1x8 on the side that is gonna have the wheels that don't move, and I'll put a 2x8 on the side that has the casters that turn. So. Yeah, whatever. She'll work. Alright, so there's what she looks like. Put a piece of plywood on it. Decent little shelf. Not the quietest thing, but she rolls. Once again, guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Work's been crazy lately. I'm sorry the videos have not been consistent. I promise I will get better. I got a lot of footage. Just need to get some editing done, and then you guys will have some stuff to watch. See you next time. Bye.